What's going on, everyone? My name is Kyle. I'm bringing you this video today, and I'm going to give you two reasons. One, I want to explain this tire machine and balancer to you, but I want to explain why I bought it, and then I'll explain how the machine works. So, I'm 30 years old. I've been working on cars off and on since I was 18. I've built Hondas, built them fast, took little single cams, put big turbos, made quadruple the power that these little cars can make. Over the years, I have slowly gotten out of the cars and gotten into having a family and making a good career and just focusing on a good future. Recently, I've been met with some challenges for needing tires done. And the reasons being are I've went through a lot of tires in a very short amount of time. So I'll give you some rundowns. In the recent 2 years, I have put brand new tires on that vehicle. I have put brand new tires on this vehicle, and I have put brand new tires on that Explorer. On top of those three cars, I have done two minivans. And the reason being, and the minivans I've been within this last 6 months. No, what is it now? April? It's been in the last year, let's just say that. Back in October of 2025, my wife totaled out our Chrysler at the end of October last year. Like 3 weeks before, I went and put brand new tires on that van. At the same time, I did the tires on that F-150. So there's two sets of tires, and this was back in October, and it's now April. Last month, I had to order tires for that Explorer and my wife's new minivan. When we got done with the gap insurance and everything, we went and bought her a new Honda. Well, not new, it was a used one, pay cash. But those tires needed replaced on it too. So I got tires for it, tires for my Explorer. I hit up my usual guy. My usual guy went to a new tire store. The new tire store wanted to charge me $50 a tire to install them. So you do the math at 50 times 8. And then they wanted $20 a tire for disposal fees. Unless they didn't mean to say 20 a tire for disposal fees. Maybe it was 20 for all four. I don't know. But I was under the understanding of 20 a tire and then 50 a tire for Mountain Balance. So $70 a tire. If you do the math, that's $70 times 4. What is that? 28, and then 540 bucks, whatever it is, 540 bucks, quick math. $540 is what I was going to get charged to do 2 sets of tires. This machine here, this KATOOL machine, that balancer and that tire machine was $2,000 alone. I think $19.99 or $18.99. There are different variations to these machines, but this combo that I got was, I think, $18.99. So I needed a new compressor to go with it because the compressor that I have over in the corner is just a little too small. So I got a new compressor off Northern Tool with it. That new compressor was on sale, and I think I paid $300. So for the liftgate service, the compressor, and the machines, it was like $23.80 total shipped to my door. The guys I brought it on the truck were super helpful, super nice. They backed it right up to my garage. I laid a piece of plywood out. They drug it right into my garage. So you don't need a big shop. You don't need all this fancy equipment to get it in. Literally myself, I drug it in here, broke the boxes down, put this little dolly underneath them, and I drug them off of their skids, and I set them myself. Got them where I needed them and set them up. From there, it was, I've never done tires before, so it was learning the machine. So after a couple days, I really started to understand it. So what I'm going to try to do for you guys is, if I can get this tripod set up properly, let's see here. And get it set here. I'd like to show you. Maybe this isn't the best stand, so I'd like to show you. So this here tire balancer is fairly simple to use. So on the side of it, you got an on and off switch. You just turn it on, and then you're met with these numbers. All these different meanings here do something, and I'll pick the video back up and show you here in a minute, but I just kind of want to show you the general summary of how you use this. So you got these different little honestly not even sure what they're called, but they go on your hub. Different size ones. So for this one, you use that one. For general purposes, I'm just using a spare tire. Grab the tool, put it on. Get it all nice and tight. Check that it's level, nice and smooth. So from here, this is the part, and I'll pick you back up. Lock this back in. This is the part where you need to start paying attention to your numbers. So, standard, when you have it up and down like that, that is for clip-ons. When it's sideways, those are for stickies. So technically, if you had a wheel that you were gonna put stickies on, you'd come down here to the ALU, and let's say you're gonna do a clip-on the inside of the wheel, and then you're gonna do sticky on the inner here, I'm sorry, and outer here. Let's say you wanna put stickies here. Sorry, I thought somebody just pulled in. Stickies there, bang on here. So what you do is, since we're set up for that, you need to get your tire size. And then from here, you just move this device. Locked it in. Locked it in at a 14. Let's just double check it here. I don't remember it offhand. It's a 15. So, it can be a little finicky sometimes. Let's just move it. There you go. So straight out the box, guys, you just set it up. You put your little threaded spline piece in. That does not come on. You got to thread it in. There's an Allen in there. So you put that on. You got to put your screen on. You got to put the cover on. A couple sensors you plug in. The instructions are fairly simple. So you set it up. You get here. So now that you have your tire size selected, you are on the right settings here. The last thing you do is just, you don't have to do that. Just give it a little boost. And then from there, it does its thing. You'll watch the screen kind of, now it's saying the inner value, which is here, needs 0.75 ounce. And the outer, which would be in here, would need 1.25 ounces. So what you would do, you would spin it. This is all you do. You just spin it, and you'll watch the numbers change. Again, multiple variations to these machines. My machine does not have an auto lock or any of that, so it gets kind of annoying hearing the beeping here and there, but you get used to it. So on the inner, you will set here, get all those in line. Again, might be hard to do one-handed. And then from there, you know you need 75. This is only 1/4 ounce, but for just general purposes, again, you want to, let me see if I can do this. You would take it, for clip-ons, they go at 12 o'clock. Stickies are 6. So for this, you just take it, put it here. Now obviously, it's a little bigger, not the right one, but you would bang it on there, straight up and down, center of the shaft. And then from there, once you get your inner done, you just spin it, you go to your outer. With the outer, you get your laser, and right there you go. You would take your sticky, you'd clean up your area, and you would put the correct amount of stickies there. And then from there, now obviously guys, I didn't put weights on here, so the numbers might change, they should stay the same, whatever. But let's say you get all your weights on there, you just spin it, hit start, and then boom. Now in an ideal world, that would say 0, 0 if you put the weights on correctly. I'm not gonna put weights on it right now, there's no need. But that's how you use that. Straightforward, right out the box. All you have to do is unpackage it, put it together how it says, bolt it to the floor. Good luck trying to do it without it unbolted, it might fall. Don't say that I found that out the hard way, but I almost did. So then you do that, that's it. Now, as you get more familiar with this, if you're brand new to this, this only applies to you guys. If you're brand new to this and you're starting to learn it, I suggest going to Amazon. You can get this kit here, and that kit was like $100, and it gives you multiple variations of styles and 1/4 ounce to 1 ounce in those boxes. Now obviously you can go on that same page, Amazon, wherever you go, and you can get the bigger weights. Like when you get into bigger tires, you're going to need 2 ounce, 3 ounce, that stuff. You can always go to the internet and buy those. Starting off, I got the smaller weights. I do have the new ones on the way, but that's pretty straightforward there. Weights, your preference. Those are CK Autos off Amazon. So far they're working. As far as the tire machine goes, it's straightforward. You got your bead breaker. I do have my air hose running behind there and hooked up, so it's all good to go. Excuse me. You have your bead breaker, you have your turntable. So this one just turns your turntable. Obviously you go up and down, whichever way. This is your bead breaker. Sorry if it gets a little loud. You just hold it down. You just hold that one down, it sucks it in, pops the bead off, goes back. Then you have this one is your clamp. So when you hit it, that's what would clamp to your wheel to give it its proper size. And then you just hit it again and it sucks it back in. And then this one right here is just for your air hose. So when you get the tire on, you can fill it up and get the bead on. All of that was included. So it's a nice proper setup. It came with one tire iron. I went to Harbor Freight and I bought 2 more. The one that came with the equipment, I will say, is really nice, but I was trying to steel belt a tire for the first time and I bent it. So just user error. I'm assuming just user error. I ain't gonna blame the tool. I'll blame me. But all in all, if you're looking for just a cheap, if you look compared to coat systems and all that, this is fairly cheap. So if you want a cheap $2,000 to $3,000 tire equipment, you're looking to start your own business, you just want something for your house, you're just trying to just, you know, stop going to shops, it's inconvenient, I'm sorry. This is the simplest, easiest way for you to do it. Just buy your own machine, you got the room, you got the electric, you got the air, whatever. I highly recommend this setup. Again, different variations to what you want, how much you're wanting to spend, but me personally, I figured out for me that this system's been the best. So far, I've taken apart 20s. I'm waiting on the guy to bring me the other set so I can flop these tires onto another set of 20s. Came off like butter. I took off some mud boggers off a set of 15s and put some 35s on those like butter. I'll just come outside and show you what I did. I got a 2018 Ford Transit that I drive for work, and these are steel belted tires, and I just did those yesterday. Pain in the ass, but I got it done. So if you're new to it, there's quirks, there's things to learn, and you will learn it over time. But if you're experienced and you're just wanting something for your house, but you know you've been in shops and all you've used is coats or whatever, I recommend this. Excuse me. It's cheap, it's effective. I've done multiple sets of tires already. I've had positive reviews from the people I've done them for. All my personal cars, they've worked great. Just all around a good product. So if you're looking for a nice equipment for $2,000 to $3,000, I suggest looking at KATOOL. If you need a cheap air compressor, you know, obviously your choice. But again, this whole setup was like $2,380 on Northern Tool. So comes down to your preference, comes down to what you want, but all in all, I highly recommend this setup. If you have any other questions about it, ask in the comments. Again, I'm learning this machine. I'm new to it, but after the first 3 weeks I've owned it, I've gotten fairly comfortable. I'm understanding it. There's probably things I still need to learn about it, but all in all, I've gotten a good hand on it, and I'm ready to just bust out any tire that comes my way. Oh, that's another thing. I did some mower tires. Now, when you go to mower tires on a little 8-inch wheel, these machines are not really set up for that. But I will say the bead breaker worked great on getting the bead broke off of those. You just had to manhandle some mower tires, and then obviously I filled it up, no balancing. But you don't need it for just big car tires or truck tires. You can use it if you have quad tires or little mower tires that are being a pain that you just need to get off there easily. So, and with that, guys, comes the conclusion to this video. This is my very first ever video I'm making, so I'll work on my intros and outros. But for now, I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.